from John Carpenter.
Wake up! They're all about you, all around you.
They have the good cars and the best jobs.
They're running the whole show.
They control what we see and hear.
We have been lulled into a trance.
They control our very thoughts.
Take a look. Stay away from me.
They're not of this world.
Look at them, they're everywhere.
John Carpenter's They Live. Rated R.
Alright guys, grab your shades, chew some bubblegum, and kick some alien ass, because on today's 31 Days of Spooks, we're talking about They Live, directed by John Carpenter, starring Roddy Piper, and was released in 1988. And yeah, it's about this drifter who finds this pair of sunglasses, and little does he know, these sunglasses end up revealing what the world really is, a world being controlled by aliens. And yes, this movie indeed kicks ass. What can I say about They Live that hasn't already been said? This is one of John Carpenter's finest works. This movie is entertaining, it has some kick-ass action, and has a great combination of action, horror, and sci-fi. It's a really damn good movie, I gotta say. And yes, come at me, bros. I like They Live more than Halloween. I said it. Come on, come at me. They Live is awesome. It's better than Halloween. Just gonna put it out there right now. This movie has awesome characters. One iconic fight scene. Lots of great shoot 'em up action involving a guy and some aliens. What's more to love in this movie? Oh yeah, the musical score is great. The cinematography is great. The practical effects work is awesome. Every time you see the guy's point of view from his fucking shades, everything looks great. This movie is just a great looking movie, and it's a fun movie to watch. Insanely fun. It's very entertaining. One absolutely awesome thing about this movie is that from the time Halloween came out to the time They Live came out, which is a 10-year difference, John Carpenter had really improved as a director, because in They Live, the action doesn't start right away. Like the first 20 to 25 minutes is all just building intrigue, setting up to the point where by the time he puts on his shades, he realizes that he's being manipulated by aliens. And it's great. He even when there's no action happening, he keeps the momentum going. He keeps the intrigue, which is something I found not present in Halloween, because when there was long stretches of not really anything happening horror related, I was just begging for Michael Myers to show up, where here, I was intrigued for the entire runtime. John Carpenter seriously did improve as a director from that time Halloween to the time They Live came out. It's crazy. But yeah, John Carpenter, he really mastered his craft by the time They Live came out, and it shows. It's fantastic. I love They Live for that. And believe me, I like Halloween. I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's a great movie, like a lot of people think, but just check out my review for it. I reviewed it earlier this month. But yeah, when it comes to John Carpenter movies, yeah, there's just a lot more movies by him that I like more than Halloween, including this one. Movies like Assault on Precinct 13, The Thing, this, Christine. I think all those movies are better than Halloween. But anyways, let's just get back to my review for They Live. And of course, you can't talk about They Live without talking about its iconic dialogue, including the most memorable line in the entire movie. I come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. That line is perfect. For the past 37 years that this movie is out, there's very few more iconic lines than that. It's awesome. This is a very well written movie. The dialogue in this movie is fantastic. And another thing about They Live is that this movie's funny, especially this one particular scene in a grocery store. And he's trying to point out who's an alien and who's a real person. I'll just leave it from there in case you haven't seen this movie, but it's pretty funny. And there's a lot of stuff like that in this movie. And also, you also can't talk about They Live without talking about that iconic fight scene between Roddy Piper and Keith David. It's fantastic. It's one of the best scenes ever. That scene alone shows how John Carpenter was one of the kings of the 80s. It's great. And yeah, the score by John Carpenter, mwah. John Carpenter never disappoints with a musical score. Even with his lesser movies, like Village of the Damned, he never disappoints with a musical score, ever. Anytime you hear a John Carpenter musical score in a movie, you know it's going to be a good one. And another thing that's great about this movie is the commentary and how it's remained relevant after 37 years. This movie has commentary about how the media controls and manipulates people. It's crazy. It still holds up to this day. It's still relevant. And of course, the way it's handled in this movie may not be as timely today as it was back then, because this movie does it through like billboards and magazines and shit, whereas today it's more like social media. But the message itself, it still resonates today. It's awesome. And this movie got negative reviews when it came out. For the action, the special effects, and the commentary. And it makes me think, what the fuck were critics thinking back then? Then again, there's a lot of great movies from this time period that got negative reviews when they were initially released, such as Predator as well. And that's insane. Seriously. Critics must have been real fucking dumb back then. Like, goddamn. I'm just happy that movies like this and Predator and others got reevaluated over the years. Because, yeah, movies like these they're some of the most iconic movies ever. And they're great. So in the end, They Live is badass, it's entertaining, action-packed, funny, and highly entertaining. I can't say any more about They Live than what I have already repeated a lot of times in this review. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It is an absolute treat. It is a blast. It's got iconic moments, great action sequences, hilarious comedy, great commentary, great special effects, and an awesome musical score, and an iconic performance by Roddy Piper. And Keith David's great in this movie too. It's just a fantastic combination of action, horror, comedy, and sci-fi. Absolutely check it out. It is one of John Carpenter's absolute finest. I am going to give They Live an A+.